So let's talk about ESOL accommodation plans. If you have been at Berea or a Greenville County school, then you are quite familiar with this form. However, the format has changed a little bit. And if you are new to our county and our district, we just wanted to give you a quick explanation of the form and how to fill it out so we're all on the same page. Up at the top, Miss Lean and I will fill this part out for you. You will notice the student name, school, language, etc. Over on the left side where it says scores, this is their most current access score from the test they took in the spring of the previous year. This tells you the level of their English ability. The L is for listening, S is for speaking, R is for reading, W is for writing, and C is composite or overall score. And they range from a 1.0 to a 6.0 being the highest. And then also, if any of these pertain to your particular student, they will be marked as well. Your job is to mark the second half of the page down here. You will notice there are 6 categories, and under each category are the accommodations that are allowed for classroom and testing use. So the most important thing to remember is to think about the individual student as you mark out this form and what accommodations are going to help him or her be most successful in your classroom. One thing to notice that's a little bit different this year is some of these are bold under each category. Those bold ones also count as testing accommodations. So they might be used for assignments, but they can also be used for classroom assessments as well as standardized and state assessments that are given throughout the year. Something important about this document is that it is a fluid document, which means it can be changed and modified at any time. If a student is struggling and we need to go back and look at this, we can change the accommodations. We can add more accommodations if you think that will help the student. If the student is being successful, we can look at maybe taking away some of the accommodations that they might not need necessarily. So again, we'll revisit this multiple times throughout the year with you, talk about your individual students, see how they're doing, and make changes as necessary. So that is the first part of this. The second part, which mainly applies to grades 2 through 5, is the testing accommodations. So up top you will see the different tests that students will take throughout the year. And again, these are more of the standardized and state tests. However, they are listed on the side over here, the testing accommodations. So if up top I marked oral administration and small group, then I should also be consistent and make sure that I mark oral administration and small group as needed for the tests. Now again, under each standardized test it says what grade levels it is applicable to. So second grade, for instance, will only take ITBS and possibly MAP. So therefore they don't need to mark in the SC Pass and SC Ready, okay, and vice versa. One thing to remember is that if it is marked up here, one of the bold accommodations as a testing accommodation, and you're using it consistently and regularly in your classroom, then it should also be marked down here, and vice versa. If you mark it down here on the second page, then it also needs to be marked on top. So that is the gist of our ESOL accommodations. Miss Lean and myself will be coming around in the next couple of weeks to your grade level meetings after school, and we will pass out this form as well as some other information and help you go through and fill out these accommodation plans for your students.